against Xerxes. This will be the second to last battle, and as it turns out, I'm not in the tourney, or the last four, so yeah, this will be the last two battles. Anyway, I only had like 18 guys, so I didn't really have much to play around with, whereas I think he had like 180, 200 something, so yeah, he had a lot more diversity, but I don't know. And a few of my guys are like, I mean, Celebi was a duplicate, it just had a different name and stuff like that. Anyway, Adolf with Gear's back. Oh yeah, I still have these guys from that fucking Christmas special ages ago. Not Mr. Bean though, he died, but then I've got his reincarnation on the same card, so I don't know. Anyway, he's going to go for a U-turn, and from that, I figured Banded Jask, fair enough. And I'm going to go straight in for a DD, because I'm like, you know what, Gear is back, and this is me DD Life Orb mix. Oh yes, what a beast. So I go for that Stone Edge, and his Altaria just barely tanks it, like absolutely nothing in there. But props to his Altaria, he's going to get a Toxic on me, and that kind of stopped the sweep. He was like, oh well, you know, this might be game right here, and I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, since Stone Edge is liable to miss because it's a cunt, I figured I would go for the Hydro Pump, just to make sure that to give myself a better chance of killing it, I suppose. And, probably a good thing I did. Sod's Law predicts Stone Edge would miss. I suppose the main thing that I could have gained from going Stone Edge was not bluffing the mixed set, bluffing the physical set. So, I know, going Hydro Pump kind of gave the game away, but whatever. I'm not that fast. You know, Hydro Pump's alright, I suppose. It just kind of changes what you can go into, and it kind of comes down to whether he wants to take the +1 Life Orb Stone Edge or the Life Orb Stab Hydro Pump. Or Fire Blast. I was kind of hoping he had a Scum or something, but he doesn't. I was thinking he could go back into Ninjas, but on the other hand, if it is banded, then that would be kind of dumb. But, I don't know. You think quite a few things I want to take a special Gearer, but I don't know. Anyway, he's going to go into a Arcanine, and I was really kind of hoping I'd leave the Extreme Speed. However, I actually recognised some of his Pokemon. Like I say, I knew the Jask was banded as soon as I saw U-turn, and I remember this Arcanine, and it is also banded, so I was not going to take that. I reckon Taunt DD Gearer would have done, but alas, nay. Anyway, I'm going to go into Dave, and it is not Dave's back, this is a regular Dave, so that's alright. And I'm okay with that. And he's going to go into Tyranitar, and that's not so okay. I do go T-Bolt. Yeah, I go T-Bolt just in case he had, like, I don't know, something watery, some special wall thing. So that's not too bad, but he might have Pursuit, except he's got lefties, so now I'm thinking, he probably doesn't have Pursuit. I don't know. Tyranitar's are strange like that. Anyway, I'm going to Scarper out, and I'm going to go into my Ancient Penis, because, oh, Bronzong. This is one of the worst Bronzong sets I've used. Anyway, he goes to the Avalanche, and that confused me, but I suppose it's a thing, and because Bronzong is good in 4th and 5th, it isn't weak to Dark or Ghost, which is just like, Like, Bronzong had a thing, and Game Freak ruined it, and I was kind of disappointed. Because it meant that you could pick your choice of weakness, and now you can't. You're stuck with 2. Anyway, he makes a good play and switches into Gengar. It would have been pretty bad if I went for a Gyro Ball, but there you go. Because that would trot Gengar pretty hard, but he made a good play, so he's going to go for a Sub. And I see Sub, and I don't know, it might have just been my 5th gen or 6th gen talking, but I was like, he's going to be Sub Pain Split, isn't he? And I see no Black Sludge, and I'm like, he's definitely gonna be Sub Pain Split. And I'm just like, no, that wasn't really a 4th gen thing. Sub Disable also came into my mind, and I'm just like, no one used Disable in 4th because it didn't have perfect accuracy. So that's why I went for Protect, just in case he went Disable. Looks very odd indeed, but it's why I did it, and it's a thing. As it turns out, it is not Sub Pain Split, it is not even Sub Disable. It's Sub Destiny Bond. And, kind of dumb, kind of annoying, because Bronzong over here would have made a pretty good check to that Tyranitar. Would have been pretty helpful, but no. Like I say, it was my 5th gen talking. Here, I was seriously expecting a Pain Split, just because he had no recovery, and I was like, he's got a Pain Split. He's probably got a Pain Split. What I probably should have done is actually go Protect, really. But, you know, because because I lose nothing, he takes a bit of sand damage, I get a bit of lefties. I really should have just scouted that, but I didn't. I go Gyro Ball and I die, so bye-bye Bronzong. I really need to give my physical one a go again. I love that physically defensive thing. It was so good. As a lead with Trick Room, oh, amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go into Celebi, and this is the Celebi before I change the name to Life, so there you go. And he goes into Ninjask, and I can't really afford to hang around here. I really wanted to get Stealth Rocks up at some point, but it wasn't really happening. Anyway, unfortunately, he managed to pick my shitty Dragonite, and I don't really like this thing. I mean, the sole reason I used this Dragonite is because I wanted to show that bulky Dragonite was still good, and that multi-scale Dragonite is kind of there and boring, but this Dragonite isn't especially bulky, and it would be massively improved with multi-scale. It's just like, god damn it. I failed to prove the point I was hoping to make. Anyway, I can't really switch out, so I kind of have to go EQ, and it does nothing. And he's just going to smash me with a Stone Edge and I'm going to die. And it's just like, oh, this isn't great. This isn't great. This is going poorly. This is going poorly. But I still have Celebi, and I can still hit him fairly hard. So I'm kind of worried, but I'm kind of not. I've also got Licky. He actually managed to pick my Life Orb Licky, and I'm not going to lie, before the battle I was like, oh, maybe I should change this to Scarf. And I was like, no. We've been down this road before. If you change it because you want to, if you change the Pokemon that got picked because you want to try something different, then usually you'll be like, oh, bollocks. But, as it turns out, my Scarf Physical Licky would have been pretty good, but I didn't actually want to pick that one. I wanted to pick my Scarf Mix. So there you go. But, whatever. I stayed with the Life Orb one since he picked it, because that's kind of how roulettes work. So, I don't know why I was trying to change it. I just been using the Life Orb one for ages, and I wanted to give Scarf to go, but no, it's just not how it works. Anyway, Arcanine's here, and I have to go into Dave. I hate sacking Dave like this, but I need the recoil so that I can go back into Celebi and then Sucker Punch him and then progress, basically. And it actually works out fairly well. I was pretty cool with that. You know, he took a completely massive amount of damage from Blitz recoil. So yeah, now I can go into Celebi, Sucker Punch, and we're dandy, except we're not, because he still has that Ninjask, and that Ninjask kind of proved the sticking point for me. He's got Tyranitar, Rhyperior, and Ninjask left. Now he's going to bring in Ninjask here, and I do go for a Sucker Punch as he kills me, and I reckoned, had I had my Scarfed Physical Licky with Power Whip, I might have gotten somewhere. So I don't know, it would have been, you know, I would have had a better shout, but I mean, Sucker Punch does quite a lot, but it's not enough, I suppose. And Rhyperior might have actually tanked the Power Whip, as will have T-Tar, so yeah, you're looking at 2-hit KOs for both of them. Ninjask probably wouldn't die to a Power Whip because it resists it ×4, so it would have been my best shot. Although probably my better bet at a best shot would have been switching out into Licky and not sacking Celebi, because all I needed to do really was get a hit on the Ninjask and I had a shout. Tyranitar was at full health. That's a bit of a pisser. So I don't know how I would have approached that one, but yeah, it would have been a bit iffy. I mean, yeah, he might not have even gone into Tyranitar. He might have gone into Rhyperior on my Licky, but I don't know. All I can do is go for an EQ, see how much damage I get. It's the best play I've got. It does fair old chunklet, to be fair. I was quite pleased with Licky, but then he goes for a curse, and I'm like, right, yeah, no. So I just go boom. Because Licky. It's what Licky does. So there you go, that's the roulette. And it was quite a good one. Like I say, if I'd got the other Licky, yeah, I would have got a bit closer. I still don't think I would have won, but there you go. Anyway, it was good fun. Got to see some other sets like that Banded Arcanine. And yeah, so the next battle will be the last 4th gen I have, unless Nick figures something out for Wi-Fi. But believe me, it is pretty rollicking good. So I hope you look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.